Hi, Clarity family. Welcome to your reading. All right, y'all. So we're going to get into it, okay? This is about the person on your mind and what your higher self sees. And listen, and what she knows too, okay? So, yeah, it's about to get real uncomfortable for somebody. So, okay? So go ahead and grab your popcorn and grab your drink because you already know when spirit starts spilling. All right, it's never light work. You got to receive it, okay? We're about to get into some deep, the messy and the truth because today we're not sugarcoating a damn thing, all right? So let's get into it. Meditate here on the three cards and pick the one that calmly draws you the most. This is card one with the goddess Laka, card two, the goddess Bast, and card three, the goddess Eos. So let's get into it. Hi, Clarity fam. Welcome to your reading. This person that's on your mind and what your higher self sees. And listen, what she knows too. So yeah, we're about to get real uncomfortable. Okay, it's gonna get heavy. So go ahead and grab your popcorn, grab your drink, because you already know when spirit starts spilling, it's never light work. Okay, so we're about to get into the deep, the messy, and the truth. And we're not sugarcoating a damn thing. All right, so let's get into it. Card one, your energy draws you here to the rainbow moonstone and the energy of the goddess Laka. Okay, so she's the no nonsense love queen with, it's like Laka has a fan in one hand and your standards in the other. Okay, so your higher self is clocking this person like, cute try, but we see through that. All right. And the rainbow moonstone, that's clarity in high definition. So it ain't about romance fantasies. It's about seeing it for what it is. So your higher self is watching this whole situation like she deserves depth, right? You deserve the deepness of this person's emotion. She deserves presence and not this breadcrumb buffet. Okay, so let's be real here. This person is confused about you, but baby, that confusion is a them problem and not yours. Okay, meanwhile, this is the thing, they're attracted to your light, but they don't know what to do with it. Okay. And meanwhile, you have been handing out emotional oxygen, right? Literally emotional oxygen while they over there holding their breath and hoping you don't notice. Okay. So it's like, baby, because your higher self isn't whispering anymore. She's yelling. She's yelling. You were the prize, the whole damn table. And they came with napkins and no appetite for growth. Okay? And so here's the tea. They love to think about you and dream about you, say your name like it belongs to them. But when it comes time to match energy, crickets. It's straight crickets. Okay? Because your higher self sees it. And she's like, we not doing the almost and the maybes. Give me grown, give me real, or get out of the way. Okay. All right. So are you ready for the next card? Right? So here we go. We're going to find out where the energy is going. And I feel like it's going to change the whole game. All right. What is the energy as it does relate to spirit, to this person, and what your higher self sees and knows. Look at that, Libra. Of course, Libra is the balance energy. All right. Libra. Oh, you got the Four of Swords. Okay. I do want to point out that Libra could definitely be in the top placements of their birth chart or yours as a confirmation in the reading. So yes, this could be in the sun, the moon, or the rising sign, okay? Okay, clarity fam, look, here we go. We're diving deep into the energy now. So we're asking, where's this whole situation really going? And baby, you know, this might just change the whole damn game. So let's get into it, okay? Let's get into it. Okay, so this is the thing. Libra and the Four of Swords. Okay, we're going to talk about it. First off, Libra. This is all about balance, fairness, and calling out bullish in a velvet glove. Okay, so it's given. I'm not doing all the emotional labor while you sit there pretending like you don't know what you did. Libra doesn't do chaos. She craves alignment. So if things have been feeling off, it's your gut. Okay? It's your gut. You know, it's like being like something ain't adding up. And that's because your higher self is trying to tip the scales back to your favor. Okay, so let's pair the Four of Swords here. Let's pair the Four of Swords with Libra. You know, this is take a damn break energy. Your higher self is literally pulling you to the side like, log out, don't text back, sit with your damn self and breathe. Because here's the raw truth. This connection here, it's been draining your spirit like a phone on 2%. Okay? Like a phone on 2% with no charger in sight. And your higher self is done watching your sacrifice for peace, for potential. Okay? You have been holding space for someone who barely knows how to hold a conversation, let alone your heart. And you're tired. You're tired. And so, not just take a nap, tired. We're talking soul exhausted from overthinking, overgiving, over trying. Because the Four of Swords is your sacred time out. And so Spirit is saying, put yourself on Do Not Disturb. You're not missing out. They are. And Libra's like, when you stop giving, you'll see what they really bring to the table. And it ain't much. Okay, because your higher self sees how much you've poured. Okay, how many excuses you made. How you've quietly waited for them to show up as the person that you hoped they'd be. But now it's time to reclaim your center. Because, baby, balance doesn't beg. It doesn't beg. And peace doesn't chase. Okay, so let's pause right here, okay? We're just going to pause for 1 second. Okay, that 1 second is up. All right, so you ready to pull your next card and just really see what's coming next with this person and what your higher self is guiding you towards, okay? Let's see. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy as it does relate? All right, so let's see what's happening. What is the energy, Spirit, as it does relate to this person and what your higher self sees and knows? I want to tell you how I feel. This is what they're saying. I want to tell you how I feel. Right? And you like, okay. Oh, okay. I'm going to pull a second card and then I'm going to read it all together, okay? Give me 1 second. Look at that. Tiger's eye. Overcome your fears. Tiger Eye and overcome your fear. So how does Tiger Eye, and I want to tell you how I feel, relate to what's going on with this situation and what your higher self knows? Well, we're going to break it down, all the way down. So Spirit is talking now. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay. Let me break this down real raw for you because this combo is layered. It's layered, baby. So first up, I want to tell you how I feel. Okay. So, now they want to speak. They want to speak now. So now that you pulled back your energy, you got quiet and started reclaiming your peace. Classic. Okay. Your higher self sees this moment clear as day. So this person has been sitting on emotions, biting their tongue, and holding back what you deserve to hear a long time ago. But let's be real. I want to tell you how I feel. It's not the same as showing up for real. It's not the same as showing up for real. Because you can want a lot of things. But what are you doing about it? See, your higher self is like, don't get hypnotized by confession, okay? Don't get hypnotized by confession. Watch the action. Because this person, they have been emotionally constipated, holding in feelings out of fear, pride, and ego. But now that you are reclaiming your time, now they want to speak. They want to speak now. So, listen, and then bam, you enter. Overcome your fears with Tiger Eyes. So, Tiger Eye ain't soft energy. This is warrior clarity, baby. It's let's stop pretending. Let's name the damn fear and walk through it anyway. And guess what? This card isn't about them. It's about you too. Okay? Because yes, while they are scared to express, your higher self sees that maybe you're scared to fully let go. Right? To say, even if they finally speak up, it still might not be enough. Oof. I said what I said. I said what I said. Card one. You know I gotta give it to you real, baby. Okay? So hold on, because there's a download coming through. Thank you, Spirit. This person is being pushed by Spirit to stop hiding, to stop pretending like silence is safer than truth. Because, yeah, they do have feelings, but fear has been driving the damn car. But you have been growing past this. Your higher self is guiding you towards a version of you that doesn't shrink. It doesn't wait and doesn't need breadcrumbs to just feel chosen. Tiger Eye is saying, courage over comfort every time. And your higher self is like, you're stepping into a season where honesty is the currency, and half stepping is out of budget. Okay, half stepping is out of budget. Period. So how does this relate? Well, your person is on the edge of a breakdown or a breakthrough. All right. And your higher self, she's already decided. If you can't be brave with your heart, you don't get access to mine. Point blank, period, end scene. Now, the real question is, do you want to pull the next card? Because the path your higher self is guiding you towards, honey, yeah, it's about to flip this entire connection on its head. All right, you ready? Well, let's get into it. All right. So Make sure you stay tuned to until the end of your reading, because I'm going to summarize your total energy. Okay? So let's see what else is coming through for you. All right. So let's see what we got. Let's see. All right. What is the energy as it does relate? Spirit, what is coming through with this person on your mind? And honey, what your higher self sees and knows about them? We're going to find out, right? Look at that earth, the earth element, survival, adaptable, reliable. And baby, this is giving Beyonce, well, Destiny's Child, survivor. I don't know, that energy is coming through strong. I feel like this is how he sees you. He sees you. He knows you're a survivor. Right? You're not going to give up. Absolutely not. Your higher self is entombed and stays in tune. As a matter of fact, stays in tune. Okay, so I want to read the earth element energy. Listen, what I'm picking up, you are, honey, your higher self is saying, baby, you're adaptable and reliable. Okay? And again, the Destiny's Child survivor energy came in loud. Cue the beat. Cue the beat. I'm a survivor. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to work harder. Yes, ma'am. Okay, that's the energy this person sees in you. They know it. They feel it. They recognize that you are not the one to fold. You have been through the fire, the confusion, the emotional wilderness, and you still rise. Your higher self is like, girl, you are the storm. You are the storm. You don't just survive, you transform. And listen, this earth card, it's not soft. It's not dreamy. It's that I got me no matter what kind of strength. Okay, so yeah, they see you as grounded and unshakable and the type of woman who doesn't crumble when the pressure hits. You glow harder. But here's the catch. Just because you're reliable doesn't mean they are. Oops. Okay, so let's go there. This person admires your resilience and they see how you pick yourself up, how you never stay down long. But admiration is not a love language. And your higher self is standing tall with arms crossed. Okay, your higher self, honey, got her arms crossed. And she's saying, you don't get to marvel at my strength while still being the reason I need to use it. Big facts only. Big facts only. Facts. So yeah, he sees you as a survivor. He knows you're the real deal. He knows you're not the type to fall apart for anyone who's not solid. But your higher self, she's looking at this whole situation like, cute. It's cute. But where's the consistency? Where's the actual investment? Because survival is great, but you weren't born to just survive. You were born to thrive, love, and be held. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get to your next card. We're going to get to your next card because the energy is building and your higher self is about to make it very clear what your next move might need to be. Okay? So let's see what we got coming through. All right. And this is going to be your final card as well. And we'll summarize the total energy, right, at the end of the reading for the final card. So let's see what we got. Look at that. The Five of Swords. That's interesting because you got the Four of Swords here, and now the Five of Swords is showing up. Let me point this out. That with the Earth energy, I do want to point out that is the Earth zodiac, so it's Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. Could definitely be in the top placements of your birth chart or his. And the Swords energy is air, Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. Certainly saw Libra show up. Okay. So yeah, Clarity family, we reached the final card in your reading. And listen, the way this message is building, yeah, your higher self is done playing small. So let's get into it. You pull the Five of Swords, and I say you because it's coming from your energy, right? Now pause. Pause. I know I just mentioned this, but sometimes, guys, I repeat myself on purpose. Okay. You already had the Four of Swords earlier. The rest, regroup, recharge, reclaim your peace moment. And now, boom, the Five of Swords. That's not a coincidence. That's a progression. Here's the real tea. The Five of Swords is that, oh, so this is a mental game energy. Okay, it's arguments, tension, manipulation, someone trying to win at all cost, but losing your trust, your softness, your light in the process. And so your higher self is saying, this connection had some low-key power plays and ego battles. And guess who's been carrying the emotional losses? Spoiler alert. Guess who's been carrying it? It ain't them. It ain't them. It's like every time you tried to bring peace, they showed up with confusion. And every time you got quiet to protect your energy, they misread it as a green light to keep acting like they were in control. So let's be raw. Let's be raw. There has been some low-key selfishness here. This person, they don't always fight fair. And sometimes they don't even realize they're doing it. But your higher self, she's not here for the gaslighting. She is not here for the gaslighting, the mind games, or the emotional gymnastics. So if you have to lose, if I have to lose myself to keep you, I'm already losing. Say that again for the ones in the back. Now let's tie it all together. This is your total energy summary. You've been strong. You've been grounded. You've been open, vulnerable, and real in a space where someone else's fear kept calling the shots. Your higher self has been watching, clocking every breadcrumb, every silent treatment, every emotional tug of war like, sis, you are not crazy. You are not too much. You are simply too real for the games. They may want to express their feelings now, but you have evolved. You healed enough to know that love without effort, consistency, and respect is just noise. And while they see you as a survivor, you know it's time to thrive. So your next move, Okay. Might just be choosing you all the way. It might just be choosing you. And not out of revenge, not out of ego, but because your peace is your birthright. It's your birthright. All right. Now, a final word from your higher self is coming through. Love me loudly or leave me alone. Woo! That's your reading. Clarity delivered, game shifted, and power reclaimed. All right. So, let me just say this. You're in a space and on a journey to really tap into who you are. But you needed this energy of this person. You needed this energy because without this energy, you would not have known, right? You would not have known. So yeah, baby, what a journey, what a journey, what a journey. So Clarity family, that was your message. And so yeah, you started off with rest, you moved through truth, you stood in your strength, and now you're walking out this reading. Again, with clarity, conviction, and zero tolerance for confusion, because this person may still be in their head and really still figuring out how to step forward and how to speak up and how to match your energy. But your higher self, she's already packed the bags. She packed the bags. She's leading you straight into alignment, into peace, into real love. The kind that doesn't make you question your worth. So whether they rise up or fall back, that's on them. But you already leveled up just by listening to your spirit today. So trust what you know. Honor how far you've come and don't dare settle for a damn thing less than what you deserve. Until next time, Clarity fam, keep shining, keep choosing you, and keep walking like you already know the universe has your back. Because it does, every single time. I am sending you lots of love and good energy. Hi, Clarity fam. Welcome to your reading. This person and what your higher self sees and knows. All right, now card 2, let's go. So I see here your energy, it naturally drew you here to the turquoise crystal and the energy of Bast. She is the goddess of pleasure. And let me tell you this ain't no light surface level energy. This is divine, sensual, sacred. I deserve to be spoiled on every level energy. Okay, because Bast, she doesn't play about joy. No, she doesn't play about pleasure, and she definitely doesn't play about boundaries. Okay, so what I'm picking up already, okay, listen, woo. Listen, your higher self is tired of playing small in love, okay? And so she's over the bare minimum, over the silent suffering, and over connections that don't honor the full spectrum of who you are, okay? So yes, that radiant, soft, deep feeling, fire-holding version of you, right? That deserves to be seen and tended to. So she's like, why are we negotiating joy? Why are we rationing pleasure? And why are we entertaining energies that leave you guessing instead of glowing? Because let's be real, this connection is stirred something in you. Yes. But did it nourish it? Did it nourish it? Because your higher side, right? Your higher self is side eyeing the whole dynamic, like, like, baby, we are not here to beg for breadcrumbs. We are the banquet. Okay. Your higher self is side eyeing the whole dynamic. And Bast here, she's stepping in like, if they can't meet you where you bloom, they don't get access to the garden. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull your first card, because Spirit's about to let you know exactly what's underneath this situation and what your next level of pleasure field, like your level of pleasure field alignment is calling, and how it relates also to this person. So what is the energy, Spirit, as it does relate? You got opposition, confrontation. All right, we're gonna pull the third card as well. So yeah, opposition. I do want to state that this is an aspect between planets in an astrological birth chart. So for example, you can have an opposition between the planet Venus, which is the planet of love, and like Mars, okay, which is the planet of action and desire. So they're opposing. So when you have opposition, you do have like confrontation. All right. So you also have the King of Pentacles here. So let's see what's coming through. All right. Let's see. What am I picking up? Okay. Let's talk about it. So first off, the opposition energy. This is confrontation, tension. It's like this push and pull dynamic. And yes. Okay. For my Astro girls, right? This is that planetary clash kind of vibe. So again, think Venus versus Mars, or love versus desire, security versus passion, you versus them, on completely different wavelengths, but still magnetically pulled to each other. So this card says, sis, there's chemistry. There's chemistries, but there's also chaos. You might be craving closeness, but every time you reach out, boom, conflict, distance, ego. It's like trying to hug someone who's always got one foot out the door and a guard up. And here's where it gets real interesting. Enter the King of Pentacles. Now, don't get it twisted, because the King of Pentacles is a whole vibe, okay? He's stable, he's grounded, and he's got provider energy. But when we place him next to opposition, it's given this. I want you, but only on my terms. I offer security, but not emotional vulnerability. I'll show up, but I won't soften. And so your higher self sees this person as someone who could be solid. And they might even look good on paper, but energetically, there's friction. And you're being asked, is it worth it to keep showing up where your pleasure is constantly being negotiated? Because let's remember, you called in Bast, right? You called in Bast. You called in the goddess of pleasure. And she doesn't just want presence. She wants depth, touch, emotion. So this person might be showing up as the King of Pentacles. But if they're emotionally unavailable, guarded, or power playing through confrontation, then they're out of alignment with the pleasure-filled path that your higher self is calling you towards. The bottom line is this. This isn't about whether they can be stable. It's about whether they can match your frequency. Or where you're safe to receive, to soften, to be held and desired without resistance. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull your next card, because, honey, your higher self is not finished and has a few more words and insight to deliver. So let's see what else we have coming through. All right, Spirit, what is the energy as it does relate? Make sure you stay with me until the end of your reading because I'm going to summarize your total energy. All right, you have alchemy, the philosopher's stone, infinity, destiny, magic. That's interesting, right? All right, so what am I picking up? This is different. Okay. Now we're getting into the real sauce. So stay with me, Clarity fam, because your higher self just dropped the mic and then picked it right back up. Okay. We pulled alchemy, the philosopher's stone, infinity, destiny, magic. Woo. Chills, just chills. This is the kind of energy that says, you are not ordinary and your path ain't either. So let's break it down. Alchemy is about transformation and taking something raw, painful, complex, and turning it into power, purpose, and pure gold. This card is your higher self's way of saying, everything that you've gone through, the longing, the tension, the back and forth, it wasn't to break you. It was to wake you the hell up to what you truly deserve. So this connection with this person, it's been triggering your deepest wounds and activating your deepest magic. Duality, destiny, desire, all wrapped into one karmic lesson. But here's the thing. You are the philosopher's stone in your own life. You are the one who gets to decide what stays, what shifts, what serves. So while they might be sitting in that King of Pentacles chair trying to control the vibe, you are the alchemist. And guess what? You can turn this whole storyline into your glow up moment. Okay, let's be real. They may have sparked something in you, but that fire, that was always yours. And now your higher self is handing you the key and saying, it's time to transmute, turn tension into power, turn desire into discernment, and turn this connection or the lesson of it into a whole new era of emotional, spiritual, and sensual richness. All right. Stay right here because your total summary is at the end, but I'm going to pull 2 more cards here. You got 2 cards to go, so just stay with me. All right, let's do this. We're going to do this right here. All right, so, okay. What is the energy as it does relate? What's coming through, Spirit? What we got? You got the Empress. The Empress. This is no coincidence. Okay. It's not. I'm telling you, your reading is giving me chills. Okay? This is confirmation. Period. The Empress doesn't chase. She doesn't beg. She attracts. She radiates and she commands from a place of deep self-worth, pleasure, and knowing. So this card sliding through right after alchemy, right? Right after alchemy, your higher self is screaming, you're the magic. You are the whole damn experience. Now, let's be clear. The Empress is divine feminine energy turned all the way up. She births new timelines. She sits on a throne you can't just walk up to. You have to be invited in. And this person, this whole situation is showing you exactly what no longer deserves a seat at your table if it can't match your frequency. And what's that frequency? Well, softness with standards, pleasure with purpose, sensuality that's sacred, not survival based, You've been doing the work, turning pain into power, doubt into direction. Now the Empress is saying, you don't need to prove a thing, just embody. All right. And baby, with one final card left to pull, I already feel Spirit loading up the last message like, let's tie this up with some divine punctuation. So stay with me. The last piece is about to hit different. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull the final card. And complete this powerful reading. All right, so what is the energy as it does relate here? Thank you, Spirit. The rose quartz. The rose quartz crystal card says, open up your heart. All right. Yes, Clarity fam. Come on with this divine timing. Okay, because this final card is here and it's loud and clear and just dripping in truth. Rose quartz, open up your heart. Yeah, let that land. Let it land, because this ain't soft energy. It's sacred energy. It's not about being naive. It's about being so rooted in your worth that you can love without losing yourself. That you can stay open, but not wide open to anything. Only to alignment, only to what flows, only to what honors the imprints that you are. Only to what honors the imprints you are. Okay? So this is your higher self saying, yes, you've been hurt. Yes, you've been guarded. But don't let someone else's confusion block your ability to receive real love. Because, let's be real, you have been in situationships that made you question if you were too much. But your higher self sees it that, you were never too much. They were just too limited to hold the depths of your magic. And the rose quartz coming in as the last card. Okay? That's Spirit saying, don't close the gate. Clear it, upgrade it, and stay open. But only to what nourishes, feeds, and aligns. So now, let's wrap it all up, right? Let's wrap it all the way up. Okay? Let's do this. Let me see what I am picking up. All right. Well, we have it all here, but I'm going to spiritually summarize it. Okay, Clarity fam? Let's bring it all together, because your higher self just laid it down, and I got the final breakdown for you now. Okay, what I'm picking up is You're sitting in some serious power right now. No doubt about it. And your higher self is crystal clear on what's going on, what's next, and what's been holding you back. The alchemy. This whole situation, it's transforming you because you have been through challenges that have felt like chaos. It felt like chaos, but it's all a part of your divine evolution. You're not just surviving, you're becoming something new. The magic is in your hands, and you got the power to turn the tough stuff into pure gold. And with opposition, there's a lot of tension in the air, babe. A lot of tug of war between desire and reality. This person may be caught in a push-pull dynamic, but your higher self is like, don't get caught in the struggle. Instead, use it as fuel for your own growth. It's not about them. It's about you and your alignment. So if they can't meet you where you're at, then keep it moving. The Empress. Hello, divine feminine energy. You're not here to chase, and you're not here to settle. You attract what aligns with your worth. So this person may be showing up, but they don't get to honor your Empress energy unless they come correct. They got to come correct. And babe, you're not begging anyone to see your value. They need to rise to meet you. The rose quartz. Open your heart. Your heart is sacred. Your higher self is saying, you've been through enough to know your worth. So don't block love out of fear. Just filter it. Open up to what nourishes you and protect your peace from what doesn't. Because you have the right to love freely, but always with discernment. Okay? And the big takeaway, you are in full control of your energy. You are the alchemist, the empress, the one who decides who gets to play in your space and who gets left behind. You have been through challenges, but now you're being called to turn all that contrast into alignment. So stay open, but only to the right kind of energy, because you deserve pleasure, passion, and purpose. Anything less, it's a no-go. This person may or may not align with your highest good, but your heart, that's the real treasure here. Now, go ahead and keep shining. Your higher self has a message. You've got this. Keep that heart open, but only to what matches your frequency. You are a whole vibe, and you already know it. And that's your reading. I hope this reading has resonated with you. And if it does, make sure you drop a comment below. I am sending you lots of love and good energy. Hi, Clarity fam. Welcome to your reading. This person and what your higher self sees and knows. All right, babe. So grab your popcorn and get ready, because this energy is about to hit different. Today, we are diving deep into what's really going on with this person, and more importantly, what your higher self sees and knows about the situation. So your energy, you have been drawn here to the Howlite crystal and the goddess Eos, which is the goddess of light. And honey, the energy is already shifting, okay? This is all about stepping into clarity, rising above the chaos, and finding your peace despite any storms around you. Your higher self is stepping up with some powerful messages today. And I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it, because this is all about grounding yourself, staying calm, and finding your inner light in the midst of it all, okay? So here's the vibe. Your higher self is telling you to stay cool, stay calm, and stay collected when it comes to this person. The energy that I'm picking up, there has been a lot of emotional turbulence and drama around them, but your higher self is like, don't get sucked into that mess. Okay, because you've been through enough and it's time to rise above and stand in your own power. You're on a path of awakening, and this is your time to really step into your light. Yes, because you're being called to reclaim your peace. Okay? You're being called to reclaim your peace. So let's go ahead and see what else is coming through in this reading and what your higher self is revealing. We'll go ahead and pull your next card. Okay? See what you need here. What you need to move forward, or whatever Spirit wants to share, baby, because you know when Spirit talks, what we do, we listen. So let's see what's going through. Progression and journey. Progression, and the message is journey on the progression card. So what is the energy, Spirit, as it does relate with this person and what your higher self sees and knows? You have the Emperor. All right, so the progression card as well as the Emperor. Yeah, all right. So what am I picking up? Thank you, Spirit. Let's see here. Baby. All right, so here's the thing. You got the, there's progression happening and is leading to something major because the energy around you is shifting into a higher frequency. You are stepping into something powerful, and it's all a part of your journey. Here's the thing. You got the Emperor card, right, showing up. Now, this card is all about authority, control, and taking charge, okay? It's about stepping into your power and not letting anything or anyone shake your foundation. The Emperor isn't here to play games. He knows exactly what he wants, and he makes moves with confidence and clarity. And your higher self is calling you to embody that same energy right now. You might be facing some challenges with this person, but your higher self is showing you that progression is in the cards. And it's all about you taking the reins and stepping into your leadership and staying grounded in your truth. This person might be causing some turbulence, but honey, you're the Emperor. You're the Emperor. And the Emperor doesn't let anyone rock his throne. So, what does this mean for you? Take control of your energy. If this person can't meet you where you're at, then move forward confidently. Because your journey is about growth and not being stuck in the past or letting someone else dictate your worth. You are the one who gets to decide your next moves. Okay? So stay with me because more is coming and we're about to see how this whole situation unfolds. All right, let's see what else is coming through. All right, so what is the energy as it does relate? What is coming through, Spirit? You have the Syrians, responsibilities, lessons in growing up. And we're going to pull another card. Let's see. All right. I am afraid to contact you, is what this person says. All right, so the Syrians and I am afraid to contact you. Okay, let's see here. All right, Clarity fam, we're about to dive deeper into the energy here because the truth is coming through loud and clear. We got the serious energy, and this one is all about serious responsibilities, lessons, and growing up. It's not about running away or avoiding the hard stuff, okay? It's about facing the lessons head on and doing the work. This is growth, and that's exactly what's happening right now. Now, here is where it gets interesting. This person, and I'm picking up a lot of hesitation in their energy. They are saying, I am afraid to contact you. Now, let me tell you, the fear is strong, but the higher self is making it clear. Don't get caught up in their hesitation. This person is in a space of personal growth, but they're holding back. And the hesitation is more about them not feeling ready to face the depths of things. Okay. Now, they might have responsibilities or lessons that they still need to deal with. And they are scared to make the move towards you because they're not sure if they're capable of stepping up the way you need them to. Okay, your higher self is calling you to stay calm and let them work through their stuff. You can't carry the weight of their fears and uncertainty. And it's not your job to fix them. Okay, it's your job to stay grounded and focus on your own growth. Here's the energy. You are on a path of ascension. And while they might be stuck in fear, you're meant to rise above. You've got your own responsibilities to take care of. And you're already on your journey of becoming the empress or emperor of your own life. Their fear doesn't need to stop you from moving forward. Okay? So let's go ahead. Let's keep going. Let's keep going and pull your next card. And let's see where this energy is headed. Let's see where it's headed. What is the energy as it does relate to spirit? And this is your final card here, okay? This is your final card. So we're going to give the energy, the energy of your final card, and we're going to summarize the total. So let's see. The Four of Cups. They're in their feelings big time over you. Okay. Baby, it's coming in hot. So let's take a deep breath, because your higher self is about to close this thing out with clarity and power and truth. Okay, because you got the Four of Cups. And listen, this is given, I feel it, but I don't know how to deal with it energy. So this person, you know, oh yeah, they feel you big time. Don't get it twisted. Their emotions are bubbling right under the surface, but they're stuck in this loop of avoidance. And this is that energy of, I miss you, but I don't know how to show up for you. So they're over there like feeling the loss, replaying the what ifs and watching the cup float right in front of them, right? While they sit in their feelings. But here's the truth. Your higher self wants to shout from the rooftops. Your higher self wants to shout from the rooftops. Don't sit around waiting for someone to wake up and choose you. They already feel your absence. That's not the question. The question is, are they emotionally mature enough to act on it? And your higher self is like, let's be real. You've outgrown that waiting energy. So yeah, this Four of Cups moment is your confirmation that you've been seen, you've been felt, and you've been missed. But you were not put on this earth to be someone's maybe. Okay. So let's summarize your total energy, babe. Let's do this. Okay, so you are being guided by your higher self to stay calm, collected, and grounded. The Emperor energy says, take back your power, be your own authority. You are in a season of growth, responsibility, and elevation. While this person is still afraid to contact you and caught up in lessons that they haven't completed. The Four of Cups seals it with this. They feel you, but they're stuck in inaction. Your journey is progressing and there's silence or hesitation. That's not a reflection of your worth. You are the light, the lesson, and the next level. So say it with me. Say it with me. I'm not waiting. I'm walking in alignment. I'm not waiting. I'm walking in alignment. Now go ahead and take that clarity with you and hold your head high and keep shining, because Spirit said what it said. Spirit said what it said. And we don't shrink for confusion. We rise in truth. Okay. Reading complete. Mic dropped. I am sending you lots of love and good energy.